This is Domus. This is the new market stats tool that REIN is employing. As of the end of this month, market stats will be going away. I know a lot of you have used it because of some of the training I've done. So this is the new tool. So we're going to go through a couple pieces and components. Stop me at any point if you have questions, so I can answer them right on the spot, because it is a little different than the market stats. So first thing you do, you come up here to your products, apps, and services, and we go to products. And right here, they've now put Domus Analytics right here. So we can click on that Domus Analytics. It's not hidden like market stats was, but now it's right there from the get-go. All right, so in this Domus Analytics, the first couple of things you have here are some help with the dashboards if you need some things. There's a couple of facts that you can go here and click, and that will take you to it. This over here is just more of the vendors that are the different softwares, tools, components, and pieces. So this really isn't part of the Domus. This is more of the library or the menu over here. These Domus pieces are all individual pieces. So you're going to come to this screen here. Again, the products, Domus Analytics, and these are the 5 tools that they have: market review, weekly trends, market insights, pricing insights, market snapshot. And each of them have some bullets next to them describing what they are. Again, you have some information by clicking the links for the instructions, and then also if you need some support from REIN, right down here. So we're just going to start with the top. We'll start with market review. Now, the first thing you're going to know is this takes a second for this to load. You can see it's loading slowly, but it is because everything is live as of the moment you click it. So all of the stats will change when you refresh the screen, provided some kind of piece of business is added to it, whether it's a listing, property is marked sold or under contract. So these will all be very active to the market or towards the uploading of data into REIN. All right, so right here, first thing you have is July 2021 market statistics. You have the property type selected. So you're selecting all: residential detached, residential attached, multifamily, and land. So this is one of the better things than market stats, as land and multifamily residential will come out if you want to, and leave just the attached and the detached. So there was some issues with the last market stats where it would either give you attached or detached. This allows for you to select out of those 4 any combination that you're interested in. So that's good for collecting those together for those stats that are there. All right, this then breaks it down into regions. So you have the South Side, Peninsula, Greater Williamsburg, North Carolina, and other. And if we just choose South Side, then we'll get the 5 cities or counties in the South Side. If I come over here, switch to the Peninsula, I would just get the 9 cities that are, or 4 cities that are associated with the Peninsula. So it will give me just the pieces that I want on a lower level. So if I select all, I have all 61 cities to choose from. If I just wanted to come to the South Side, and since I'm sitting in Norfolk, whoops, select all, South Side, select all, select Norfolk, there we go. Now this is just the stats for Norfolk that are showing up here, with the median sales price, the settled report, settled sales, median days, active days, median sold, new listings, average percent, and the month supply. You can then come over here and you can change to June, May, April, March, February. I think it's going to pull, I'm not sure that how accurate these are, but it is definitely, looks like it's going back to January 2005 for different monthly stats. Okay, so over here, it's giving us the median sales price. Sorry, I did that. So the July 2020, so it's up 18.9% year over year. it's up 1.8% June 2021. The solds or settled sales up 14.9, down 7.1. So they have these nice little graphics that kind of highlight the ups and downs with the gravity with the sine wave. I'm not sure why I'd gravity. I was thinking about coffee and spilling it. All right, questions on this little piece right here to start with. Questions? No questions? All right. So once we have this information, we can then come here to our little print screen or print button. So right up here, print, and it'll bring up your print driver, and then you'll have to change that to print to PDF if you're trying to save that to the computer. There is no print to PDF or save as a PDF on this. So it is always going to be a print, and then you'll have to convert it to a print to PDF if you're trying to get it to marketing, or marketing's trying to get it into some different format. You'll have to use a print screen type situation here, and then choose the print to PDF driver. All right, then when you're done with this dashboard, you click here, and it will take you back to your weekly trends. So if we click on the weekly trends, again, it does take a few seconds to load because it's pulling that data live. Okay, so in this case, you have the median sales price as the default, but you can choose average sales price, settled, average percent of list, median days, sold dollar, active listings, week supply of inventory, new under contract, back on market, new listings, median, percent of distressed units, removed from the market, number of price changes, average percent of price changes. So you also have this little scroll bar over here that you can use to find what you're looking for, but there's about a dozen different tools that you can look for. And let's just say you're looking for how many active listings are on the market. And the week ending 8/14, there are 5,844, which is a decrease of the week before of 1.6, and it's a decrease of 16.6 from the week of the 15 last year. So all that data changes as you go. Now you also have some filters over here. If we click on the filters, it will then allow us to do the different property types as I showed you in the first one, whether you want just residential, attached, multifamily. So in this case, if we took out multifamily and land, and we left it for all regions, and why won't that go away? Is this the, no. This is the thing that's a little wonky with this. I can't make this minimize. Let's see if I click on hide filters. There we go. I guess you got to hide the filters, show the filters, and it stays sticky for you. So there you go. Just the active attached and detached is 4674, which is down 14% from a year ago at 5477, and it's down 1.8 from last week. So these are in here. I could come in here. I could do a week supply inventory, and this should still be sticky on the filters. There's my residential, my detached. I can just change it to the south side if I wanted to, or the peninsula, or greater Williamsburg if I was working over there. Then also, if I come into this area, I can choose Norfolk, and then I could break it down even into a smaller area by my areas there. Close my filter again, and there we go. It is 13.8, which is up 32.9, 10.4, up 43 because we had 9 listings at this point last year, or week supply. So you can see that you can manipulate these a number of ways. New listings, pop that in there. And again, that's sticky to whatever filters I had. So I could come back in here and make everything come back. Add my filters, and there we have new listings, 856 down, and then up a little bit over last year by 2 listings. So again, any number of ways that you can use this tool for a weekly trend. Again, coming up here to use the print button if you want to create a PDF to insert it into any type of marketing or documentation. All right, any questions on these? It's pretty self-explanatory, hopefully. All right, we'll come back here to the analytics. Now we can come down to the market insights. All right, now we got these cool little graphs that have this one back to 2004 all the way through May of 2021 on this little graph. There's a time series. You also have a price distribution. Doesn't make sense. Okay, it'll look the same for the input. So that one won't work, but you can come in here, change this to any of the median sold active listings. Again, all of your market tabulations. And then you can come down here and say, let me see this by property type. And it will throw the property types on top of it for you. We could do it by city. Again, there you go, getting all these cool little graphs if you're into the graphs from this percentage. We can show these filters if we wanted to, break it down so that you can see the differentials in the filters. You also have on this one waterfront as part of your selection criteria. You can change your price range, your living area, square footage, and your acres on this one as well. So you have some different tools that show up on the different components, the different insights, or the different tools, I guess we'll call them, depending upon what specific layer you're on. Again, the print button to create that PDF for what you're looking for. All right, pricing insights. Now, when you bring up the pricing insights, I always want to remind everybody and caution everybody that the best pricing insight is going to be your head. All these tools will give you information, but your head is always going to be the best insight for knowing and understanding. So this is the pricing insights, and in this case, I chose the residential detached for the south side, Norfolk, West Norfolk, active, closed, pending, last month to date. And you can see here, here's all the price points. And I'll take my cursor off so you can see the colors of where you're getting those. Let me close that too. All right, so you can see this, 48% of the listings are below 319, 52% of the listings are below 177 a square foot. The median settled is 319, the median price per is 177. The selected listings are 429, and you can see the different little colors, the green, the orange, and the black that are in there, giving you a kind of a pictogram of where things are. All right, so this again, where it says proposed list price, I mean, I don't know what we're listing. We don't know how many bedrooms or bathrooms or anything like that. So be very careful and cautious when you're utilizing tools like this, because they're not going to be as good as your brain and your mind from utilizing your experience as a real estate agent. It's just helped give you a little snapshot, a little picture. Oh man, I hear the storm coming. It just got really dark and the thunder, boom. All right. Back to the analytics. Market snapshot. Okay, this one here, sold homes by month. All right, and this is saying residential detached, residential attached. Unfortunately, I can't choose both of them. And this is saying Chesapeake, and then I can choose whichever city I'm looking for that's within this framework. And again, it's not all of them. It is a limited amount on this case. So I've been using Norfolk, so we can just use Virginia Beach, sold homes by month. And there you go. You can see by just hovering over what the numbers are. So the high point was in July of 2020 with 649. And somehow this is making a nice little round curve here, which may not be a good thing. We'll see. Okay. Oops. Sorry, too far. There we go. All right. So that's the little market snapshot. Again, you could do the median sales price if you wanted to see the graph, days on market, and the active listings. Again, this one's just a very smaller one, the market snapshot, not a whole lot. And the other component and piece you'll see to this is it does not have that little print button. Okay, so there's no little print button there for that one. In this case, you would have to use something like the snipping tool, which I can't do. Yeah, maybe I can. We'll see. Can you all see my screen? Or did I just create something over top of it? Probably have a screen on top of it. All right, so that's the market snapshot. Questions on any of these tools? They are a little bit more in depth. There's some things that are not as nice as market stats, but there are some things that are a little bit better than market stats. But these are the new statistics tools that you have available through REIN.